So many things you are doing. Wonderful. I'm curious, what do you remember most? Good times? Bad? What? Honest now.
The best days stick with me. The wins.
That's what life is about, yes? Long time ago, I was out near the Dawn Gates. Stars were very bright. Rain made everything glow. I heard a sound, so strange. I couldn't place it.
What was it?
Children, alone, out in the jungle, far from anything. They were singing.
Children? How did they...
You see, how could I understand this? A strider had been attacked. I brought them home. It was a miracle. Music started. Dancing started.
Saving a bunch of kids? That's a good day.
Yes, yes, a good day. But one of those children, a stranger, was holding his hand.
His parents.
Died aboard that strider. We should represent hope, but there are two sides to our job. When I celebrate my victories with great joy, I know that somewhere there is sadness too.
That must wear you down?
No, it makes my conviction stronger. What we do matters.
I don't know. Hard way to live.
Hope isn't easy. Lost and alone, yet those children sang. You hear me?
I hear you.
Good to see you. Ah, freelancer. I'm finishing up a few stories for the wall.
This a bad time?
No, good time. The task is better with company. This is not the Grand Wall of Freemark, but it's a good start.
Why do you...
You never saw the Grand Wall. They...
I never saw that. That was a different world.
You sound like my friend, the one I lost. Yes? He could be a...
We need Rain. You mentioned he was a freelancer.
That's right, Garnet. His call sign suit, but one day, he didn't...
What happened?
I don't... You see, I have his name. This pains me.
He was beyond the wall, making things better. The details don't matter.
Of course, I know this. Just... It pains me.
Someone was counting on him to be there. And he was.
That is why I send you out there to pay your respects. To gather stories for our wall. Maybe one day, you bring his story back. I should get some more writing done. Too many distractions recently.
Look who's back in one piece.
So, did you expect me in more pieces than one?
You? Never. I trust you've brought me work. Always good to give your javelin the once-over after a run. What have you done this time?
Nothing you can't fix.
Flattery, huh? You must have done a number out there.
Nothing too crazy.
Are we using your skill for crazy or mine? Scars, beasts, relic-based nonsense. Some people stay on this side of the wall. Others, well, since you love running into that kind of stuff, you better be careful.
The job's got its risks, but I keep my eyes open.
That's what I like to hear. I'll run you some maintenance checks. Only the best for my favorite freelancer.
I bet everyone's your favorite.
I have a complex ranking system, and you have better places to be. Go on, then.
Sorry, freelancer, I'm busy. Come back later.
Back in the fort, freelancer?
What's wrong with implementing proper protocol?
Thank you
For what?
for stepping close so you don't impede foot traffic.
You were off to the side, so it seemed to make sense.
My apologies. I assumed you would recognize me from one of my public safety forums.
Sorry, I was not aware those were happening.
My name is Perndle Blatch, and I'm the fort custodian. I maintain and improve all public works and spaces.
Sounds like a big job.
It's enormous. I'm seeking public input on an initiative to improve life in Fort Tarsis. Would you care to take part?
I might.
Excellent. Please answer the following questions. Do you A, believe the fort needs immediate improvements to function more efficiently? Or B, recognize the fort has glaring inefficiencies that must be corrected?
Aren't those statements both the same?
No. One suggests immediate action, and the other identifies issues, then proposes solutions.
I'm not sure the fort wants to change.
The fort must change. It's unsafe in so many ways. Take the walking issue, for example.
Did you say walking?
Yes, people walk and stop wherever they please. This causes stoppages, bumping, and even pedestrian rage. I'm proposing we implement lanes and foot traffic rules of way.
I I guess it would make walking here more efficient.
It will. It's just a matter of applying rewards and punishment to ensure compliance. There will be some resistance, but I've run into that before.
Where at?
The fountain in the courtyard. People said we didn't need it, but now I'm spearheading the campaign to restore it.
How does a fountain make the fort more efficient?
The fountain creates a meeting place and instills pride in the community. Happy people are more productive.
Is the fountain working?
Not at the moment. There's a piping issue. It was nice chatting with you. I'm off to a meeting regarding proper personal equipment in the forge area.
Good luck with that.
Thank you. It's not easy keeping this fort safe.
Kept the crown and signet name. It had class, you know? One lousy week. Alita came up with that one, didn't she? I like Alita.
You must be Rythe. Yarrow said I'd find you here.
Yeah. You're the one who flew in with a hail of bullets and flaming glory.
Not sure that sounds right.
Bet your ass it was. Stellar work, big star. You gotta live that crap out there. That was your moment. Me? I was looking forward to performing some community service with my sword Nellie.
You named your sword?
Well, why not? Besides you, she's the last thing standing between me and the cockroaches. So, I'm guessing you're here to stay. You've been keeping to yourself, but I've seen you around.
There's work, yeah. I get the impression business is picking up.
Been tough for a while. Couple of weeks, I was barely scraping by. But man, there's nothing like being a freelancer, right? So hey, thanks for showing up when you did. I owe you one.
Glad it worked out.
Anyway, I'm probably still bleeding somewhere. Should get that fixed. I'll see you around, big star.
Looks like this is your lucky day.
Why's that?
You just bumped into the oldest man in Fort Tarsis. Name's Jarek.
Nice to meet you.
You too. You know, you don't live as long as I have without seeing some things.
Yeah? Like what?
I was there when the scars swarmed the fort's terraces. It was a bloodbath. Happened over 50 years ago, and it feels like yesterday. I was also there when the scars came over the walls. What do you think about that?
I think you've seen a lot.
You bet I have. More than you ever will, that's for sure.
I hope you're right.
Oh, I am, freelancer. I've lived a life filled with bloodshed and disaster. I've survived Strider ambushes, Dominion attacks and outlaws. I've even run from wyverns. I've seen enough death to last 50 lifetimes. And yet, somehow, I'm still kicking.
So, what's your secret to survival?
It ain't no secret. I'm a pragmatist. I always did what I had to in order to survive.
Sounds like you made some tough choices.
You tell me. I was in a mining crew digging for ore near Helios when the main shaft collapsed. We were trapped behind a solid wall of rock. We had no idea of how long it would take for the rescue party to dig us out. I was lucky enough to find a bottle of water. But there were 6 of us.
1 bottle of water for 6 miners? How many of you made it out?
I was the only survivor.
Why were you the only survivor?
If I'd have shared that water, nobody would have lived.
So you chose to let 5 people die to save yourself.
I told you, I'm a pragmatist.
I guess that's why you're the oldest man in Fort Tarsis.
Don't you judge me. You've seen death. You've done things. I can see it in your eyes. It's usually a glint of sadness or knowledge, but in some people, that glint turns into a gleam. And a gleam means they want to see more death. Be careful, freelancer. I still see a glint in your eyes.
Hey, buddy. You're getting it done out there.
You saying that in general, or?
Owen's quick to brag. Not that you haven't earned it, right?
That's just Owen.
I've got the reports to prove him right. You're raising our name. We're getting more offers. I've started color-coding the ledgers. It's beautiful.
What about you? Any exciting jobs besides paperwork?
Remember that job my buddies and I took? Dealing with local wildlife.
How'd it go?
We fly out to where there's been reported attacks. The fort sends word they lost contact with some sentinels nearby. It's quiet. No one's saying it, but we haven't seen this patrol, and we're all thinking it.
Not every job goes well.
No getting around that. But we were lucky this time.
Of course you were.
We find the sentinels backed into a cave. They're surrounded by scorpions. We start to divide and conquer. This sentinel rookie with a cracked faceplate mentions they've got explosives. I keep the scorpions away while he sets it up. I don't know what happened, but we get a fire instead of a boom, so I yell, "Work with it!" Next thing I know, we've got the sentinels back, and the rookie's explaining to Vool why he's down half an eyebrow.
Do all your missions go like this?
Like what?
Oddly upbeat?
Sad story corner can wait for another day.
You took a risk.
Don't we all? Well, maybe not on the paperwork. Speaking of which...
I'll leave you to it.
Don't forget to check in.
Hey, freelancer!
Hey?
I can't believe I'm talking to you. You're like the most badass freelancer in Fort Tarsus. My name's Neeson.
Hello.
Hey, aren't you teamed up with that cipher, Owen?
Yeah, why?
Yeah, no reason. I just thought you might be concerned about that cipher school thing of his.
What are you talking about?
Okay, all right, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, but I heard he got over-altered during his training.
Over-altered?
Yeah, I guess it glitched him up pretty bad.
What are you talking about?
I can't say for sure, but that's what people are saying, and you gotta admit, Owen is a little goofy.
No, he's not.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either. Just telling you what I heard.
Thanks, but that kind of information isn't useful.
Yeah, I get it. You already knew. But if you ever need any info on anyone else in the fort, I'm pretty plugged in.
Yeah, no thanks.
No need to close that door. Let's just agree to maybe meeting in the future.
Or let's not.
Yeah, I got you. Catch you later.